Please activate the subtitles.
My name is Orochimaru and this video is going to be very quick. It's exactly 11:30 and I've just arrived home, so I'll try to make this video really quick because I'm really tired and sleepy. So without any further ado, let's get started. This is part of a series of videos named Real Life English, in which I just start speaking without having written any script before. Well, I don't know what to talk about, let me see. Well, today I was talking to a friend of mine at work. He's actually one of my best friends at work. We were talking about that video that I made about Rock Lee. We started talking about other characters from the classic series from Naruto. Then I realized that many of the characters in Naruto are more interesting than Naruto himself, in my opinion, of course. I'm not talking about the Shippuden series, I'm talking about the original series. Of course, Naruto is extremely interesting and he's got a very nice story. His objective, his goals are really important and really inspirational. But it's funny that for me, the most interesting characters are always the villains. The villains are always more interesting than the heroes in the series. Not only in anime series, but anywhere. Like, for example, in my opinion, Lex Luthor is more interesting than Superman. I said that to my friend and he asked me why, and I said that it's because Lex Luthor is only human. He doesn't have superpowers, his power is only his intelligence and his strategies. I dare to say that Superman is even stronger than Goku. Yeah, you've heard me. In a fight, Superman would definitely smash Goku. That's just my humble opinion, please don't judge me. But anyway, we all know that Superman is super powerful and supernaturally strong, but nevertheless, Lex Luthor almost killed him many times. He proves that he is determined, he's intelligent, ruthless, and he never gives up. Ruthless, nice word. Besides that, Clark Kent is always family friendly, he's the good guy, you know. He only says good things, he's perfect. Lex Luthor is not perfect, and that's what makes him interesting. He cracks jokes and there's always sarcasm in everything he says. I mean, I'm talking about Lex Luthor from the comic books, not from the movies. Yeah, I read comic books. Call me a nerd. You can call me a nerd. Well, I'm not a nerd. Nerds never admit that they're nerds. Well, just a quick comment about being a nerd. Okay, I might be a nerd, but the concept of being a nerd has changed so much throughout the years. In the past, nerds were those guys who played Dungeons and Dragons, you know, RPG, with their friends. They used to study a lot, they used to read comic books and scientific books. Nerds were actually studying and seeking knowledge all the time. They were studying physics, you know, and chemistry. But they also played video games and they were into technology. Now whoever watches Rick and Morty are automatically considered to be nerds. Well, I'll make a video about that because people call me a nerd all the time just because I'm always studying and reading and playing video games, but I'm not a nerd, okay? I'm not a nerd. Okay, but I watch The Big Bang Theory, so yeah, maybe I'm a nerd. I'm just joking. But I know, I'm exaggerating here. I'm just kidding. You know, nerds nowadays are actually called geeks. Geeks are more interested in the pop culture, whereas the nerds are more interested in the knowledge behind things. For example, yeah, there's a difference between geeks and nerds. A geek would like watching the Avengers, for example, so they watch the Avengers, the movies I mean, and they wouldn't miss a movie, they would watch all the movies. But a nerd would watch the movies and also read all the comic books connected to the Marvel world, to the Marvel universe, and, you know, also DC. A geek would buy the t-shirts related to Star Wars and watch the movies. But a nerd would watch the movies but also read all the books related to Star Wars and compare the books to the movies, and they would start making theories about the future and about the past, and you know, they would try to understand the logics behind everything. So basically, a geek would have a girlfriend and a nerd wouldn't. Well, I have a girlfriend, so maybe I'm a geek. I'm just kidding, okay? Let me get back to what I was saying before, and about villains being more interesting than heroes. In my opinion, of course. You know, villains are ruthless. Yes, villains are ruthless. I believe that it is one characteristic that is very common in villains in general. They are ruthless. Oh, another important characteristic in villains is that they always surpass their own limits and boundaries in order to get what they want. They are more constant and linear. Heroes are emotional and they have their ups and downs, but villains are straightforward. I mean, they are more straightforward to what they believe. They know what they want and they just do whatever it takes to achieve their goals. And I like it. I like it. Don't worry, I'm not a villain. Let me remember another example of a villain who is more interesting than the hero. Okay. Oh, do you watch The Walking Dead? The series The Walking Dead? So, think of Negan. Remember Negan? I know, he's a despicable human being. I know, I'm not saying that I like him, don't take me wrong. I'm just saying that he's more interesting than Rick. Okay, I'll make another video to tell you my opinion of The Walking Dead, because I've got many things to say about that. Therefore, I won't say anything about it anymore here in this video. I really want this video to be quick. I'm really sleepy and starving. But getting back to what I was saying before, villains are more interesting than the heroes in my opinion. And of course my friend disagreed with me, and we started talking about Orochimaru. Orochimaru is one of the bad guys in Naruto, and I told him that I like him. Not only do I like Orochimaru, but he's also one of my favorite characters in Naruto. My friend said that I was crazy because in his opinion Orochimaru is just plain evil. He meant that he's evil just for the sake of being evil. It doesn't have any purpose behind it, and there's no explanation on why he became evil in the first place. Then I was forced to disagree with him again. Yeah, we have to learn to agree to disagree in this world, you know. Orochimaru is evil because of many things that happened to him throughout his life. I mean, he lost his parents when he was a child, and he also lost many of his friends in the Great War. These things made him develop a very strong bitterness against the concept of death, which led him to seek immortality at all costs. Of course, I'm not defending him. He's utterly unethical, and I can't say that I agree with him or with his methods, because I don't. I'm not going to tell you what he did in the series, because I know some people have never watched Naruto, and I don't want to give you any spoilers, and that's not the goal, that's not the objective of this video. So, but just believe me, he would do whatever it takes to achieve his goals, even killing people. And yes, he's ruthless. So obviously I don't agree with him. All I'm saying is that his presence made the anime much better and much more interesting to watch. Look, Orochimaru is so much more interesting than Naruto. Yeah, he's super intelligent, he's an exceptionally talented shinobi. He has been recognized as a natural prodigy, he's multi-talented, he masters thousands of different techniques and jutsus. What I'm saying is that villains are extremely important in anime, series, movies, and without them there would be no action, no drama, no plot twists. There would be nothing to fight against, you know, and it's important to have something to fight against in the story. And for some crazy reason, for me, I always prefer villains over the heroes. I love Batman, for example, but come on, the Joker is so mysterious and cool. No, I mean not the Joker from that awful movie, Suicide Squad, no. I mean the Joker from the movie The Dark Knight. Yeah. You've got to agree with me that he was so interesting, much more interesting than Batman. Villains are always more attractive and more interesting than heroes. My friend even said something like, perhaps that's why girls like bad boys. I had to disagree with him because I'm not a bad boy and girls like me. A lot. Well, I'm not a bad boy, I'm a bad man. Rawr. Oh my god, why did I do that? So cringy. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like our page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Please join our group on Telegram and practice your English with voice messages and text messages. If you sympathize with my channel, please become a patron. Click on the first link in the description of the video and become a patron. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you next class.